Have you ever paused in the quiet of your living room, sipping your morning coffee, and wondered why some folks in their later years radiate such quiet confidence and achievement, while others feel like they're just going through the motions? It's a question that tugs at the heart, isn't it? Picture this: an ordinary day transformed into something profound, not by grand gestures or sheer luck, but by simple, intentional choices that compound over time. My friend, today we're embarking on a gentle exploration of the 8 daily routines of highly successful people, habits that have stood the test of time and continue to empower lives well into the 50s, 60s, and beyond. These aren't about pushing yourself to exhaustion or chasing fleeting trends. They're about nurturing your inner self with kindness, building resilience, and creating a life filled with meaning and quiet triumphs. Inspired by timeless thinkers like Jim Rohn, who reminded us that success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day, we'll unpack each routine step by step. I'll share vivid examples, relatable stories of real people who've turned these habits into their anchors, and practical tips tailored for you. Whether you're in the bustling streets of New York, the serene countryside of England, or the sunny shores of Australia. By the end of our time together, I hope you'll feel a warm spark of possibility, ready to weave these into your own rhythm. So, settle in, take a deep breath, and let's begin this journey of gentle transformation. Routine 1. Start with gratitude. Let's start at the very beginning of your day, where the magic often unfolds. Highly successful people understand that gratitude isn't just a fleeting feeling. It's a deliberate practice that rewires your mind for abundance and peace. Imagine waking up and, before the worries of the day creep in, taking a moment to acknowledge the blessings already in your life. This simple act shifts your perspective from scarcity to plenty, fostering a sense of contentment that fuels everything else. Research in positive psychology, like studies from places such as Harvard, shows that regular gratitude can lower stress, improve sleep, and even strengthen your immune system. Gentle benefits that accumulate over time without any fancy equipment or effort. Now, let me tell you about Sarah, a 62-year-old retired teacher from a small town in Texas. After her husband passed away a few years back, Sarah found herself engulfed in loneliness and doubt, questioning if her best days were behind her. Mornings were the hardest, filled with a heavy fog of what-ifs. But one day, inspired by a book on personal growth, she decided to try something small. Each morning, as the sun peeked through her curtains, she'd sit up in bed and whisper 3 things she was grateful for. Perhaps the warmth of her quilt, the memory of a shared laugh with her late husband, or the chirping birds outside her window. At first, it felt awkward, almost forced, but she persisted with kindness toward herself. Within a month, Sarah noticed a subtle shift. Her days felt lighter, and she began reaching out to old friends, even volunteering at the local library. That gratitude practice opened doors. She reconnected with a former student who invited her to speak at a community event, reigniting her passion for teaching. Today, Sarah runs a small online group for widows, sharing stories of hope. You see, gratitude isn't about ignoring life's challenges. It's about balancing them with appreciation. To make this your own, keep it simple. Grab a journal by your bedside and spend just 2 to 3 minutes listing your gratitudes. It could be as ordinary as a good cup of tea or a kind word from a neighbor. Over time, this routine builds an inner reservoir of positivity, helping you navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Routine 2. Gentle morning movement. As the day awakens, successful individuals know the importance of honoring their bodies with movement. Not the grueling kind that leaves you sore, but a gentle flow that invigorates and connects you to the present. This routine is about listening to your body's wisdom, promoting circulation, and clearing mental cobwebs for sharper focus ahead. Think of it as a loving dialogue with yourself, where each step or stretch says, "I value you." Simple activities like this can boost endorphins, those natural mood elevators, and studies from organizations like the American Heart Association suggest that even moderate movement reduces the risk of chronic issues while enhancing overall well-being, perfect for those of us in our prime years. Consider Robert, a 55-year-old accountant from the foggy mornings of London. For years, Robert's routine was a rush from bed to desk, his back aching from long hours hunched over spreadsheets, and his mind foggy by mid-morning. He felt trapped in a cycle of fatigue, wondering if this was just part of getting older. Then, After a gentle nudge from his doctor during a routine checkup, Robert committed to a 20-minute walk each dawn in nearby Hyde Park. He'd lace up his comfortable sneakers, step out into the crisp air, and let the rhythm of his footsteps sync with his breathing. Along the way, he'd notice the dew on the grass, the joggers passing by, and even strike up occasional chats with fellow walkers. It wasn't about speed or distance. It was about presence. Gradually, Robert's energy levels climbed. He found himself tackling complex audits with renewed clarity, and surprisingly, he shed some stubborn weight without dieting. This habit even led to a promotion, as his bosses noticed his sharper ideas in meetings. Robert's story reminds us that movement is medicine for the soul as much as the body. To incorporate this, start small. Choose something you enjoy, like a neighborhood stroll, light yoga from a free app, or even dancing to your favorite oldies in the living room. Aim for 15 to 30 minutes. And remember, consistency over intensity is key. Your body will thank you with vitality that spills into every area of your life. Routine 3. Nourishing breakfast. With your body gently awakened, it's time to fuel it thoughtfully. Highly successful people view breakfast not as a hurried afterthought, but as a sacred ritual of nourishment that sustains energy and sharpens the mind throughout the day. By choosing whole, balanced foods, you're setting a tone of self-respect, avoiding the crashes that come from sugary quick fixes. This habit supports steady blood sugar levels, which, as gentle wellness experts note, can enhance concentration and mood, essential for navigating the demands of work, family, or hobbies in our later years. Meet Linda, a 58-year-old entrepreneur from the vibrant city of Sydney. Linda had built a small catering business from scratch, but her chaotic mornings, grabbing a muffin on the go, left her irritable and unproductive by lunchtime. She often skipped meals altogether, leading to foggy afternoons where ideas stalled. One summer, after attending a wellness workshop, Linda decided to reclaim her mornings. She began preparing a nourishing breakfast, a bowl of hearty oatmeal topped with fresh berries, a handful of nuts, and a dollop of yogurt. Savored slowly at her kitchen table, with a view of the harbor, she'd take time to appreciate the flavors, perhaps pairing it with herbal tea. This shift wasn't drastic, but was profound. Her energy became consistent, sparking creativity that led to innovative menu ideas. Soon, her business landed a major contract with a local hotel, all because she could think clearly and pitch with confidence. Linda's experience shows how breakfast is an investment in your day's potential. Make it approachable. Focus on proteins like eggs or Greek yogurt, whole grains such as oats or wholemeal toast, and vibrant fruits or veggies. Experiment with recipes that feel comforting, like a smoothie bowl or avocado on toast. Eat mindfully, away from screens, and watch how this foundation empowers your pursuits. Routine 4. Set daily intentions. Now that you're nourished, successful people take a pivotal pause to set intentions, crafting a loose blueprint that aligns your actions with your deeper values and goals. This isn't rigid planning. It's a compassionate guide that wards off overwhelm and infuses purpose into the ordinary. By clarifying priorities, you create mental space, reducing decision fatigue that's so common in our busy lives. Insights from productivity gurus emphasize that this practice boosts efficiency and satisfaction, turning potential chaos into harmonious flow. Think of Michael, a 60-year-old farmer from the golden fields of California. Michael's days were once a blur of chores, from tending crops to managing finances, leaving him exhausted and unfulfilled. He felt like he was reacting rather than leading his life. Inspired by a podcast on mindful living, Michael started his intention-setting ritual. After breakfast, he'd sit with a cup of coffee and a notepad, jotting down 3 key focuses. Maybe harvest the tomatoes with care, call my son for a heartfelt chat, or review the budget thoughtfully. He'd reflect on why each mattered, tying them to his love for his land and family. This small act brought clarity. Distractions faded, and he began innovating, like partnering with local markets for organic produce. His farm flourished, becoming a community staple, and Michael found joy in the process. To adopt this, keep it brief. Ask yourself, what 3 things will honor my values today? Write them down and revisit them gently throughout the day. It's a quiet act of empowerment that steers your ship toward meaningful horizons. Routine 5. Dedicate time to learning. In the heart of your day, carve out space for growth. Successful individuals commit to learning as a daily delight, keeping their minds curious and adaptable. This isn't about overwhelming yourself with courses. It's gentle exploration that enriches your world, sparking ideas and connections. Lifelong learning, as supported by neuroscientists, keeps the brain plastic, warding off stagnation and opening new paths, even in retirement or career shifts. Recall Patricia, a 65-year-old former librarian from the rainy streets of Manchester. After retiring, Patricia feared her days would blur into monotony, her once vibrant mind gathering dust. But she rediscovered her love for history through a simple routine, 20 to 30 minutes daily with a book, audiobook, or online lecture, perhaps on ancient civilizations or local lore. She'd cozy up in her armchair with a blanket, immersing herself without pressure. This habit reignited her spark. She joined a history club, made friends, and even started a blog sharing insights. Opportunities followed. A museum invited her to lead tours, turning her passion into purpose. Patricia's journey illustrates how learning nourishes the soul. Start modestly. Choose a topic that excites you, like gardening, art, or philosophy. Use free resources like libraries or apps. Dedicate a consistent slot, and let curiosity lead. Your world will expand in beautiful ways. Routine 6. Nurture relationships. Amid your pursuits, remember that success thrives in connection. Highly successful people weave relationship building into their days through small, sincere gestures. This habit creates a web of support, amplifying joy and resilience. Gentle psychology reminds us that strong bonds buffer against life's stresses, fostering belonging that's vital as we age. Picture George, a 52-year-old engineer from the sunny suburbs of Melbourne. George's career demanded long hours, leaving him isolated despite his achievements. Evenings felt empty, conversations superficial. Then, a friend's heartfelt note prompted change. George began daily outreach, a text of encouragement to a colleague, a call to his sister, or a coffee invite to a neighbor. He'd listen actively, sharing vulnerabilities. This built bridges. Collaborations at work surged, leading to innovative projects, and personally, he formed a support group for dads. George's life bloomed with warmth. To nurture yours, identify one person daily. Send a note, share a memory, or offer help. Authenticity is key. These threads weave a richer tapestry of life. Routine 7. Evening reflection. As daylight fades, successful souls turn inward for reflection, reviewing the day's tapestry to harvest wisdom and release burdens. This quiet practice cements lessons, promotes gratitude, and sets a peaceful tone for rest. It's like a soft debrief, enhancing self-awareness without judgment. Wellness traditions highlight how reflection aids emotional balance, reducing anxiety for deeper sleep. Consider Elaine, a 59-year-old nurse from the energetic buzz of New York. Shifts left her drained, carrying patient stories home like weights. She started evening reflections, 10 to 15 minutes journaling, what uplifted her, what challenged, and one lesson learned. Perhaps today, comforting Mrs. Thompson reminded me of compassion's power. This eased her heart, sharpening her empathy at work, and earning a leadership role. Elaine found serenity amid chaos. Try it. In a calm spot, note highs, lows, and insights. Be kind to yourself. This ritual transforms experiences into growth. Routine 8. Wind down for restful sleep. Finally, prepare for renewal. Successful people craft a soothing wind down, signaling body and mind to rest. Dim lights. Avoid stimuli. Embrace calm rituals for quality slumber that rejuvenates. Sleep science underscores how this restores cognition and health, crucial for sustained vitality. Meet Harold, a 61-year-old executive from windy Chicago. Nightly worry stole his rest, affecting decisions. He adopted routine, an hour before bed, herbal tea, light reading, no screens, and deep breathing. Visualizing peace, he let go of the day. Sleep deepened. Energized his leadership. Ideas flourished, health improved. Harold's calm radiated. Create yours. Dim rooms, read fiction, meditate. Consistency invites restorative sleep, the bedrock of tomorrow's success. Take a moment now. Dear friend, Close your eyes if you like, and let these routines settle in your heart. Feel the gentle pull toward one or two that whisper your name. You've journeyed with me through stories of transformation, reminders that success is built on compassionate daily choices. Which routine tugs at you? The nurturing of gratitude, the wisdom of reflection, or perhaps the joy of connection? Share in the comments below. What resonated most, or which will you embrace tomorrow? Your thoughts enrich us all. If this has warmed your spirit, please like the video to show your support, subscribe for more guiding insights on living fully, and share it with someone dear. It extends a circle of inspiration. Thank you for sharing this time. May your days ahead be filled with quiet triumphs and profound peace.